out here in the shop this afternoon to pull everything off the motor I can. I'm gonna degrease it, clean it up, check it. You know, it's got some oil on it, but that's okay. I'm gonna get it real clean and then paint it. But this is kind of interesting. Just pulled the upper radiator hose off. Wow, that is full-on chunkiness right there. Woo! So we'll see if that's gonna have to completely come off. This thing ran good, never overheated or anything in the short runs that I did with it. So we'll see how bad that is. All right, so I've been in the shop all day degreasing this motor. I am going to later drop the oil pan off, so that part of it I have not degreased, but everything else is pretty much good to go. I have what is needed taped off. The little black brass fittings, I'll take those out after it's painted and clean them up. Oops, I better put a little tape over that. Almost forgot. So here we go. I am going to show you one of the troubles that I have right now is I forgot my tripod at work and I can't go back. So this right now is my tripod. So I end up putting it in and a little adjustment. There we go. So give you a quick time lapse of the paint and that's going to be it on this part. Okay, kind of the first coat and a half is on. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit because I'm out of paint. Okay, so you can see that I got the rest of the paint on the block. Got all my little accessories all painted, all the nuts and bolts clean. Hopefully I'm not missing anything, and my gasket set came in. I'll show you what that was. So to me, this is just kind of like a model kit at this point. You take all these nice clean painted pieces and you kind of glue them together. So here we go. We'll get this put together. Well, that is pretty much it for the engine. Everything's back on. I do have to torque the head. I still have to clean up that thermostat housing or see if I have another one. I will show you that later. But for the most part, everything's original. This is off another engine that I had. The stickers were still pretty good, and it was just, you know, it's an overall fair to poor condition. But just the fact the stickers were still on it, I decided I was just going to use that one instead of the one that was on it. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed seeing it go together. Yeah, a few little things to button up on it, get some of the oil lines hooked up and stuff, but overall, it looks like it's ready to do something. We've got red paint for horsepower, and we got black paint to seal up any oil. So I don't see that this is going to be a perfect motor. It's got to be. All right, so here is that. You can just see the thermostat down in there. So I would say 70% of the flow was restricted, and the thermostat seems to be stuck. So I'm gonna see if I can pop it out and clean this thing up. With a little push of the screwdriver, almost sending it right through my hand like normal. I was able to pop it off. And we'll see, this stuff is kind of loose. It's pretty gross, but ooh, look at the backside there. I am not sure what that is. If you know, throw it in the comments. I mean, there's definitely some antifreeze in with it. You can see that, you know, the antifreeze color. Maybe that's just once antifreeze is horrible. Anyway, let me know what you think. Cleaned out, the thermostat cleaned up just fine. There's nothing wrong there. But here, you can see, probably if I held it still for a minute. Let's just see if you can see it. Oh yeah, there it is. Nice, come on. Nice little hole right there. That's what I took out of it. Kind of looks like somebody just threw up in there, so that's pretty terrible. But well, pretty sure I'm gonna have to replace it, guys. I mean, there's very little surface where the hose would actually seal up, so don't think I want to risk reusing that piece. So, gonna get a different one. Sorry to see this one go. So next, we're gonna tackle the transmission transfer case. Get that ready, and we're gonna marry these two back together pretty soon. So take a look at that video, it's coming soon.